In this episode, we're going to interpret face shapes through the perspective of Feng Shui and examine the intriguing connections it has with modern aesthetic medicine. Master David, can you share with us how to decode a person's face shape from a Feng Shui perspective?
Thank you, Dr. Sue. Our face not only reveals about one's character, but it also reveals about our inner potential. So, our face shape are linked to 5 different elements: metal, wood, water, earth, and fire. I'll first start off with the wood element. A wood element face is defined as a triangular face with a broad forehead. So the positive attribute about a wood elemental face is having patience, kindness, and persistence. Of course, the negative attribute is that you may be a bit more sluggish in your action, maybe overly patient with the things that you are pursuing. So, of course, when it comes to career professions, people who have a wood elemental face, they tend to be drawn into education, human resource, and all the wood elemental kind of a career, right? Another elemental face shape would be the fire elemental face shape. The fire elemental face shape is one that has a wide and tapering chins. So people with fire elemental face shape, they tend to be more passionate, energetic, and full of zeal. Of course, the opposite side is that they may be pursuing too many things, because when they have too much energy, they may expend their energy in too many areas. So this is the flip side of having a very strong fire elemental feature. The third one would be the earth elemental face. An earth elemental face is defined by one that is very broad and a very wide nose or a wide mouth. So earth elemental face denotes dependability, reliability, right? Of course, the flip side of that trait would have been being too overly rigid, right? People with an earth elemental face, they tend to pursue a career in very senior leadership roles because they're very dependable. They also make very good managers as well, right? Of course, the fourth type would be the metal elemental face. A metal elemental face is denoted by the round face shape together with very strong and protruding bones. People with a metal elemental face shape tend to exhibit characteristics of, decisiveness, being very authoritative, being hard-handed in their approach, right? So, of course, when it comes to people with metal elemental face shape, they tend to be more drawn into careers like the law enforcement, legal, kind of a career, right? Of course, last but not least, we will talk about the water element, right? The water element face shape would be one that is denoted by a very round and chubby face. That would mean that this person would be more flexible, more adaptable to situations. And this kind of a face shape would make very good entrepreneurs, because when you become an entrepreneur, you want to be someone who's adaptable to different trends, right? But of course, the downside about having a very strong water elemental feature is that you may end up being fickle-minded, and you may end up being too flexible, and you keep on chasing after new things. In Feng Shui, we call it like the shiny object syndromes. So this is one aspect that we look at when it comes to analyzing the different types of face shape.
This is really intriguing, because in medical aesthetics, we also divide our patients' faces into different face shapes before we recommend the treatments to them, and different face shapes will require different treatments. And from what I'm hearing from you, Master David, is that there are pros and cons to each face shape. So similarly in aesthetic medicine, what we're trying to do is not to try to change your face shape from one type to another, but rather we're trying to correct minor imperfections so as to create the best version and the most natural version of yourself. So Master David, can you share with us how you can use aesthetic treatments to improve your life based on the principles of face shapes in Feng Shui, as you mentioned?
Great. The fundamental principle about Feng Shui is about achieving balance and harmony. So when a person exhibits a very strong elemental feature, we will try to rectify it. So for example, if you have a very strong and prominent water feature, that means you have a very round, very chubby face. So it means that while you're being adaptable, you may also end up being fickle-minded, you also may end up being too overly adaptable. So when it comes to this kind of circumstances, we'll recommend the patients and recommend the client to look into aesthetic treatments to trim that the chubbiness of your face. So this can also help to improve the overall balance and harmony in your life.
That's really fascinating, and exactly what you said, we have treatments non-invasively that can help to improve the facial features, whether to make it a bit rounder, to make it a bit more defined. So please join us in our next episode as we delve into the treatments that you can do to change and improve your face shape. If you have any questions about Feng Shui or aesthetic medicine, please leave a comment below. And if you like this video, please remember to like, share, and also subscribe to Radium Group and
Imperial Harvest.